Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, depending on where you are, what time zone you're in. So we're back here today doing this little section I call Brew Abroad, and I'm just kind of panning over all this stuff because I want to give you guys a fairly decent view of what all I've got here. Now, as some of you may know, I live in the Philippines, and for the past few years, I came to Asia in 2012, and I've been living here ever since. And it's not always easy to homebrew here. You know, it's kind of a pain a lot of the time. I've been doing simple stuff, simple wines, simple ciders, but doing actual beer has been out of my reach until recently. Now, I found this place, the Brew Homebrew Supply Shop. Now they're located in Tagaytay, which is like a little southeast of Manila, but just this week they opened up a second branch in Manila. So if you live in Manila, you've got a couple homebrew shops to choose from now. Now what I did is I got their starter kit, and this set me back about 7,100 pesos, which according to my currency converter is $143.39. So that's a pretty big price tag on that one, $143. So I want to look at what we get when we get the starter kit from the Brew Homebrew Supply Shop. Now, we get our fermenter. Solid fermenter. I mean, tons of headspace. You could do 6-gallon batches in there if you wanted to, maybe a little bit more. We get our spigot. Now this particular fermenter is not drilled, but I could easily, drill it out and put the spigot in. And I believe they'll do that for you if you want, for a small fee. Now we have our nylon bags, because we're doing brew in a bag. Got a couple of those. Super important. We have our temperature strip. Pretty warm in here right now. We have our Stellar Sand sanitizer. And this stuff is worth its weight in gold. I mean, sanitizing here in the Philippines can be kind of a pain sometimes. We have this guy, which I really like. This hydrometer tube. You see it's got the Brew logo on it right there. Now what I like about this hydrometer tube is it's glass, 100% glass. It's not going to leak at the bottom. I've had some hydrometers in the past that they've been like plastic and there's just like a little cap at the bottom and it leaks sometimes. Not going to happen here because it's glass. We have our hydrometer. Triple scale hydrometer. It was supposed to come with a thermometer, but they were out, so I just had to get my own on Lazada. There's a grommet for the airlock in the top. Comes with 3-piece airlock. Some tubing right there for use with actually, I'm not sure what this one's for because it's not for the auto siphon, so I'm not really sure what it's for. But we'll come back to that. Now we get an auto siphon. There you go. We got a couple hop bags in case you need those. Little nylon hop bags, they're pretty good. We have our auto siphon. Very nice. It's going to be handy to have. We get our bottle filler. Super important. We get, the lid right here. It's got my name on it. Cliff. That's me. And finally, we have our ingredients. Now, this is 10 pounds of milled Gladfield American Ale malt. I've never used Gladfield American Ale Malt before, but I'm really excited about brewing with it. The first batch that I'm going to do is a smash beer. It's going to be Gladfield American Ale, 2 ounces of Cascade hops, and it's going to be my flagship use of this yeast. Now this is called Palignac yeast. It's a yeast that's specific to the Brew homebrew supply store. And you might be asking, well, what is it? Well, I don't know. It's a yeast strain that's supposed to do really, really well at high temperatures. Because, as you can probably imagine, it's pretty hot here in the Philippines. So is it a Kvike strain? Is it, I don't know. So I'm going to be brewing with it and giving it a shot, and I'll let you guys know how that works out, because I'll be filming the brew day as well. I also got a couple packs of US-05, just in case I need them for later. So that is it, guys. That's what we get. If you get the homebrew supply starter kit from Brew, that's it. That is what you get. It's about 140 bucks. Though I have to state that $140 includes delivery to your house. So you don't have to do anything. You just order it, bring it straight to your house, and that's all included. Now I will say there was one slight thing I was a little sad about. They were out of bottle cappers and bottle caps. So I did not get those, so I have to find a way to source those for myself, or just wait until they end up getting those back in. But I think that's going to do it for today. I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. I'm going to put a link to the Brew Homebrew Supply Shop in the description, as well as Brew Manila. So if there's any of you guys out there living in the Philippines, you can get started homebrewing as well. Cheers, and I'll see you later.